me say cerveza.
It's time for the beer podcast, Morty.
Worst beer podcast ever.
Steve and Adam, funny guys.
Hop Nation USA, beer podcast leaders for over 5 years.
It's episode 261 of the Hop Nation USA podcast, and we're back. Just Adam and Steve talking about stuff.
It's just the two of us just looking at each other in an empty room.
Yep, doing stuff, talking about things.
And you get to listen in on it.
Yeah.
You get to be the fly on the wall.
But this episode is going to be our 2022 Fantasy Fridge Draft in the second segment, so stay tuned for that. But this week, we're not going to do beer.
No, we're not. To the surprise of at least one of the hosts.
Yeah.
That host would be me.
Yeah. Because I found fucking things, and I was like, hey, I'm going to check these things out.
I'm going to make this happen.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn the wheel a hard right, and we're gonna try some different things on the show. We've done this in the past, but I didn't know that there were so many hard tea offerings.
And so we're going to try a couple.
So we're gonna try a couple because everybody knows that I'm a little tea boy.
You are a tea boy.
Yeah.
You are very pro tea.
So we've come across an iced tea one and a more classical tea.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. So just to clarify, these are not beers that were brewed with tea.
I don't
These
know.
are
I don't know.
Hard tea?
They're hard tea. I don't know. They're not beers for sure.
Right. And the reason I could say that, at least with the first one, is there's nutrition facts on the side.
Yeah, they're not beers for sure. I don't know. You have to look this one up and learn more about it because I really don't know anything about it.
Oh, either.
I know the other one we're gonna have though is from a brewery.
Okay. Oh,
and,
all right.
and they're a well-known brewery and they're a respected brewery, and somebody has had them on the show in the past.
Was it like on a Zoomisode?
Yeah, it was a Zoomisode. I'll tell you it all when we get there. But
okay. Yeah, we don't want to spoil the surprises.
Right. But yeah, the one does come from a brewery. This one, though, Adam, why don't you just do some research and look it up because I don't know shit about it. I just saw hard iced tea and I was like, and it wasn't Mike's.
No, it is not. This is Howie's Spiked. And this is their limited edition iced tea. It's coming from the Rhinelander Brewing Company. So, all right.
Okay, an actual brewing company.
So it's actually a brewing company. That's out of Rhinelander, which, okay, that makes sense. Wisconsin.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
like, you can't just say it's out of Rhinelander because that sounds like Germany.
It does, and it isn't. But, I mean, if you're going to talk beer drinkers,
yeah.
You know.
Okay, yeah.
You go to Wisconsin.
Yeah, but that also makes sense that Wisconsin would name something Rhinelander because they, they got that the German heritage, don't you know?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
With the brats.
Oh, yeah.
So 5% ABV.
Mm-hmm.
IBUs.
Yeah, sure.
Who cares? That is not relevant to this conversation.
Gotcha.
But it is supposed to be brewed with a kick of natural spicy cinnamon. So a cinnamon tea.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know anything about tea. I don't know if that's expected or not.
I mean, in an iced tea, not usually.
No, no, it is not. But beyond that, that's all I can tell you.
Okay.
So we're going in as blind as everybody else.
Okay.
Let's try it.
I've got this iced tea hard.
Yes, you do. And I guess that means I have to too.
A little bit more on this. It is gluten-free.
Oh, good.
And it's only 120 calories a can.
Also good.
It's made with black tea.
Okay. That's up your wheelhouse, or in your wheelhouse, up your alley, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. And then also cranberry juice from concentrate.
Oh, all right. Well, that's good for the UTIs.
So cranberry juice and cinnamon sound like they work together.
That sounds like a holiday drink.
Yeah. It does. Which this does not, like, the can does not say, like, holiday drink.
No, not at all, unless that holiday is the 4th of July or Labor Day.
Or camping, like any sort of that.
Oh, you're going on holiday.
Right. Looking at it, though, it looks like iced tea.
It does.
But it's frothy. It had a frothy head to it.
It's a sporty iced tea.
Sure. Sure.
Sure. Yeah, exactly. Sure.
No, it had like a frothy head to it, pouring it up. So it's carbonated at least.
Which is good.
But yeah, otherwise it just looks like regular ass Turners.
That being said, what was supposed to be a head has settled down very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
It's gone.
Yeah.
It's gone. on the nose is something.
On the nose, I get black tea.
I don't. This smells horrible to me.
Okay.
I don't get any cinnamon. I don't get what I would assume to be a black tea smell.
Okay.
It smells putrid.
Interesting. Putrid that's a very interesting word to use because that sounds like rotting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's not what it smells like to me. I smell like an herbal black tea and then followed by like just a little bit of cinnamon.
I don't like it.
Interesting. All right.
It tastes better than it smells.
I guess for you. Because you're working from the bottom rung up.
Yeah. And you're working from the middle rung down.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
This is not great.
It's wildly unbalanced.
It is. Are you getting any of the tea?
Yeah, I'm getting tea, and I'm getting like two different types of tea.
Okay.
It tastes like there's like this overnote of sweet tea,
Yes.
but then I also get kind of the harsher, bitterer black tea in there, and then it finishes almost like soda.
This tastes like what an 8-year-old would want iced tea to taste like. Overly sugared.
Yeah,
You know, if you say you're over at you're 8 years old, you're over at your aunt's house and they don't drink pop and they don't drink whatever you like. Well, we got iced tea. Fine.
yeah,
They pour it up and you just got to start dumping sugar into it to get it to be passable.
yeah,
That's what this tastes like.
yeah. This tastes like iced tea soda,
It's not good.
and they're like I'm trying to nail down like what pop it tastes like on the back end. But there's an effervescence on the back end that just
My immediate thought is like not a root beer, but maybe like a sarsaparilla.
Okay, yeah, like one of the Wild Bill,
Yeah,
like kind of Sioux City sarsaparilla type things.
yeah, something like that.
Yeah, because it's not a full on root beer, but again that black tea herbaceousness.
Maybe there's a splash of ginger beer in there.
A little bit, yeah. Maybe a little splash of ginger beer, a little splash of.
So I'm drinking more and more. I'm drinking this, the less I hate it.
Right, I'm starting to hate it less as well.
Yeah.
The more I think there's a lot of like knowing what it is.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Knowing how to handle it.
Yeah. This is definitely something completely new, and it doesn't taste like those fucking mics.
No.
So,
Which okay. I get it.
Go for something.
Right.
Go for something different.
What I find very surprising and also somewhat concerning is the level of sweetness that is in this.
Yeah.
Versus the amount of calories that are in it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean, 120 calories for a 12-ounce can that's less than a can of Pepsi. Can of Pepsi is 140. Can of Mountain Dew is 170. And this tastes sweeter than a full octane Mountain Dew.
Yeah, exactly. This tastes way sweeter, and I can say that because I literally just like 10 minutes before getting on the mic, I stopped at Circle K just to get a quick little dinny.
Yeah, I get it.
Just a little snack, really. And I got a pepperoni roll and I got a Mountain Dew.
Nice.
And just this is overpowering that Mountain Dew I had not 10 minutes ago. It's just
That says a lot.
Yeah. And then the burp ups on this are fucking weird too.
I haven't gotten there yet.
It comes back just as like flat tea. Yeah.
Not great. That doesn't sound great.
Yeah. This is weird.
It is weird.
I don't love it.
I don't either. You know what? I think I am going to pull back on the putrid.
Yeah. I don't.
No, that first whiff was
Sure,
awful.
maybe for you. It just like when I hear putrid, I think of something dead.
Yes.
So.
Yes. So I went from dead to dead with potpourri on it
Sure.
to maybe just really bad potpourri.
Holy shit! Now that you just said potpourri, like that, that's like triggering an old. Yeah, because my grandma used to have that potpourri in a dish. Shit.
Yep.
Yeah, where there's just a bunch of dead leaves and.
Yep. Yeah. I'll get you a Werther's after the break.
Yeah, this smells like potpourri. Yeah. Okay. This isn't good.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
It's not the worst thing because I keep going back to it.
That's true. Yeah, I am not actively rejecting it.
Yeah, I think it's because it's so bizarrely complex I'm like attracted to it. I'm like, well, but hold on. What if things change?
It's like you're, an alien that you pulled something up, like you pulled up a platypus and you're just like, what are you?
Right.
What are you supposed to be? You're doing what now?
You got all the things of a bird and a beaver? That's crazy.
Yeah,
I don't love this, and I would never do this again, but this was interesting.
I'm glad we tried it.
Yeah, sure. I mean, we're investigating. You got to investigate, look, I was reading a report
Okay.
about it was about the Canadian branch of Molson Coors.
All right, what'd they do?
Just like the way they're reinvesting.
Oh, all right.
Because there was that whole thing where Coors changed their name from Coors Brewing Company, Molson Coors Brewing, to Molson Coors Beverage.
Right.
Because they want to incorporate more things in their portfolio.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's up to us to investigate these things.
Agreed.
Like obviously this Rhinelander Brewing Company is, they're a craft brewery, but they're expanding their portfolio.
Yeah,
they want to try.
Mm-hmm.
You got to diversify because fucking beer is not that it's on its way out, but too many people got choices now.
That's right. and since, we are here as a branch of Wu-Tang Financial,
Yeah.
you got to diversify your portfolio.
That's right. We support that investment strategy. So,
But I went back to it.
yeah, you
went
picked it
back
back up.
to it.
It's not completely gross. It's just fucking weird.
It is.
Because again, it's sweet iced tea, and then that back end is like sarsaparilla or birch beer or
birch beer. Okay.
Because what I'm getting is like that's why I kind of agreed when you said ginger beer at first because it's almost not hot, but it's like a little bit of spicy.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like it's
Ginger
almost
or
like
birch. Yeah.
yeah, birch beer or ginger beer, like a little bit of spicy.
And it feels like there's a little bit of licorice in there too.
I'm not getting that.
On
yeah.
this last sip, I just got a little bit of licorice on.
Yeah, I can see how that would would emerge, and it's just so fucking weird.
Why are you so frustrating?
Why are you such a weird drink? I don't hate you, but I don't want to be around you.
Right. Yeah.
It's like like a lot of the people you see on TikTok. It's like, I don't hate you, but I would not occupy the same space as you.
Exactly. You are fine over there.
Yeah. You go be your weird thing over there away from me.
Let me do my weird thing over here.
Exactly.
Yeah, let's get away from this weird thing. You want to talk about some Triple N?
Yep.
Some news, some notes, and some needs?
Yep.
Okay. You want to start local or you want to go worldwide?
I got three little quick headlines. We don't have to get too much into it.
Sure.
But one, shout out to Dave at Beer in Front.
Yes.
Just because if you're listening to our show on a Friday, I think our episode with him on Beer in Front came out yesterday.
Yeah. So if you haven't listened yet, go listen.
Go check that out.
And then go check out further episodes.
Yeah. Follow up with last week.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about the North Hills Homebrew Fest.
Yes.
Shout out to Bash Brew.
Who did what?
Two-time champ.
Two-time champ.
Two-time. And then...
that two-timing son of a bitch.
Two-timing son of a bitch. And then just another short thing. Just another shout out to friend of the show, Uncle Jamie.
Yes.
He'll be down at Ridfest this weekend.
Excellent.
So there you go. Yeah,
that's awesome.
Just quick little things I wanted to point out. But yeah, do you have something?
I have a couple of quick things, and we'll keep it local on this one. Yellowbridge. They are opening their second location.
Fun.
This comes to us from breweries in PA. It was announced earlier this year that they're opening their location in Greensburg, and their Greensburg tap room is officially open today, Friday, September 2nd.
Nice.
Because you're listening on a Friday.
As you should.
That's right.
Fun. This was something we were talking with Brian last week after the mics went off.
Mm-hmm.
We were just talking about like everybody, how many places are getting second locations.
Yes, there's more in the works.
Yeah. And then Voodoo's getting like their 15th location on the North Shore or whatever.
And I think that is also a today thing.
Yeah.
So congrats to them. Congrats to Yellowbridge.
Mm-hmm.
They're doing good things.
Yeah.
Yellowbridge makes good beer.
Yeah.
They have one problem in my eyes, though. And
Too far away.
Too far away. It's too many bridges, too many tunnels. And
Too far away. And then they just made it farther with this other one.
That's a me problem, not a them problem.
True.
How about I put something in the airport?
Make it their problem.
Why don't we just take, like, one one concourse of the airport. You know, where U.S. Air was. They ain't using it.
You know who should, well, you're saying this, but you know who really should just take a space in the airport?
Who?
Mike's Beer Bar.
Oh, shit, yeah. Oh, dude, I just go to the airport.
Yeah.
I just go there.
Yeah. You just feign travel.
I'll just go to TJ Maxx, get me like a $15 carry-on satchel.
Yeah.
And then just, you know, like, I'm going to, I don't care.
Right.
San Antonio.
Yeah.
Doing San Antonio things.
They ain't saying things. Don't worry about it.
I took another sip and it took another weird turn. We're not going to get into it.
We can come back to it at the end.
Yeah. We'll go a little more nationwide. Southern Grist.
Okay.
They're out of Nashville,
Heard of them.
Tennessee.
They've been on the show in forms.
Yes. Yes.
So-
But they are hooking up with Hardee's.
Yeah.
They're going to be making a strawberry biscuit ale.
Yeah.
I found that interesting.
I found that interesting just because I didn't know like Hardee's was known for their biscuit
I
stuff.
didn't know that either. I like their burgers.
Yeah.
You know, although to be fair, I'm more of a Carl's Jr. fan.
Shut up. Stab you. It is Hardee's on this side of the country.
I know. Hey, we got people across the country.
Are you a Checkers fan or a Rallies fan?
Hellman's versus Best Made. Nobody cares because it's mayo. But yes, they are bringing out their strawberry biscuit ale. It is based off of a cream ale. And did you know that in certain states, they will deliver it to your door?
Sure. Yeah. Other states get that kind of luxury. Some of us don't get that kind of luxury.
You are wrong. They will deliver it to Pennsylvania.
Oh, will they?
They will.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. So it's fun. They have a nice little map. And some of the relevant states are Pennsylvania, Ohio, Kentucky, Virginia, and Maryland.
Oh.
Conspicuously absent and being completely surrounded by them is West Virginia.
West Virginia hates fun.
They are literally encircled by states that you can get this beer, not West Virginia.
Yeah. Well, and honestly, probably the nearest Hardee's, if I had to guess, would be in West Virginia.
I thought there was a random one on like the east side of Pittsburgh.
Ooh, I don't know.
For some reason, I thought there was. I'm going to find out.
Yeah.
We're going to find that in segment 2.
Sure. We'll do research. Where's the nearest Hardee's?
Yeah, exactly.
There used to be one that was pretty close in Ohio that I went to growing up.
Is that the one in Calcutta?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they had the Ghostbusters Sundae with the green slime topping.
Yes.
That was the best. Bring back green slime toppings for kids
So
and adults.
kids at heart. I got another couple of quick hitters. High Wire, they're doing a pickle beer.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's it. High Wire's doing a pickle beer.
Yeah, that's fine.
Good for them. They're hooking up with some pickle company out of Alabama. Actually, that was the last one I had. So
Okay.
I had those 3.
Cool. Back to Pittsburgh.
Yes. Back to the Shire.
Back to the Shire. Well, that might be the next story.
Oh.
Sort of. But yeah, the Three Rivers Beer Week is back.
Good.
Back this year.
Back this year?
Back this year. Well, I mean, it was back last year, but now it's back again this year.
Okay. It was because in times past it was always in like the spring.
Well, that's when it was run by not the Pittsburgh Brewers Guild.
Right. I just wanted to confirm that when you say this year, it is 2022.
Right. Yeah. So it came back 2021, and they did a new thing last year where they partnered with another beer city.
Okay.
And there was a collaboration beer between them. I believe it was called the Appalachian Pale Ale.
I believe so. That was with Asheville.
But this year, the collab city, I don't know about this choice.
Oh.
Cleveland.
Huh.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, come on. I get that they're close,
They are close.
but it's Cleveland.
Well, I mean, Cleveland does have a decent beer scene.
No,
so-
I'm not saying Cleveland's beer scene ain't bad. I'm not trying to throw that kind of shade, but I'm just saying you really want to partner with them and make them part of your Pittsburgh Craft Beer Week.
Hey, man, sometimes you just got to rise other people up with you.
I would accept Columbus.
Yeah.
You know,
I would too.
I would accept. We don't play them that not a whole lot of rivalries or anything.
I mean, a Blue Jackets game is always fun.
Yeah,
but beyond that,
yeah, and they have a decent beer scene.
Mhm.
But if you really like, why aren't we shooting bigger? Why aren't we like partnering with Chicago or Brooklyn or
Denver,
yeah,
San Diego,
or Boston?
Boston would be a good one.
Yeah.
That would be a fun
We
one.
should be aiming up. Not like, let's do collaborations with Masthead.
Yeah, but Masthead's good.
I know Masthead's good.
Don't disparage Masthead.
I'm not
They're
trying.
good.
I'm not trying to be rude. Yeah. So like, there's a number of breweries that are from Pittsburgh that are partnering with breweries from Cleveland.
Okay.
Masthead is one of them. The most obvious one is Hop Farm.
Yeah.
Partnering with Fatheads.
Yeah. All right.
Because that's Malcolm.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's just Malcolm forming whatever Megazord he wants of like two breweries. But another one that we've had on the show, Shea Brewing.
Okay, I vaguely remember them.
Yeah, we've had them on the show, and people in our area know of them and enjoy them. So they'll be doing partnerships, and then there's a couple other partnerships. No firm details on everything that's going to be going on.
All the events in it.
Yeah, but it will be occurring October 2nd to the 9th. What you can do now, though, is you can get pre-sale tickets.
Okay.
For the first pour event, which is where you'll be able to taste all of the collaboration beers. And
okay.
They'll also have like Mindy's Take and Bake and music and shit going on.
I gotta get in on that.
Yeah.
I gotta get on some Mindy's.
Yeah. But yeah, that'll be, the event will be October 1st. You can get pre-sale tickets now, or you can buy them when they go on just normal people sale.
Normal people sale?
Yeah, on September the 6th.
Okay.
But yeah. They're promising though 30 events overall.
Oh wow, that's a lot.
Yeah. So I imagine there'll be events here in Pittsburgh. Might get some events in Cleveland.
Who knows?
And
maybe there's a waypoint in Youngstown.
Yeah, right now. Like, why not? Why not have a waypoint in Youngstown? Maybe just slightly out of Youngstown in a place called Boardman.
That's kind of what I was thinking too.
So, yeah, be on the lookout for that stuff. And like I said, like the breweries that I saw listed from Cleveland that are doing partnerships are, I think with the exception of Butcher and Brew.
All right.
I've had stuff from all the other ones. I think Collision's another one that's going to be a part of it, which we've had. So, yeah.
I wouldn't imagine they'd be partnering up with clunkers.
No.
I mean, at this point in time in the beer scene, there's enough good breweries out there.
Right. You know which ones are good and which ones you want to partner with. And yeah. So, yeah, look on. That's upcoming for us in October.
Excellent.
So
get ready.
More events.
Yeah.
like fucking Brewing Up Your Cure is right in the middle of that week. So,
yeah, because that's October 8th.
Yeah. So,
that's going to be a rough week.
Yeah.
A real rough week.
Yeah. So, I got one more.
Okay.
And this one pairs two of my favorites.
Okay.
Australians and the Irish.
See, that would be a good party.
You'd think, but this story doesn't work out like that.
No.
I know.
What happened?
So, an Irish bartender spit in an Australian's beer.
This sounds like a setup for a joke.
You'd think. I'm baiting it in such a way to figure out which way is Steve going to go. Is he going to be anti-Irish or anti-Australian in this story?
See, the way it's setting up, I'm waiting for a priest to walk in with a rabbit.
No, an Irish bartender spit in an Australian's drink because the Australian was a Nazi.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
He came into the bar with a big giant fucking Nazi tattoo on his shoulder. So the bartender spit in his drink.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then it just I watched the video that surrounded this event.
There's video.
It's made a number of like international outlet. Mm-hmm. So when you made the joke about the Shire,
yeah,
I had originally read this story from a New Zealand paper. So
perfect. Perfect.
But the video itself is just like disgusting because like you don't see the bartender spit in the drink, but just the way the Nazis are responding to it, is so like pathetic and just like, ugh.
Yeah,
because they're sitting there and they're like, oh, well, why? Well, what about doing that, mate? Like, if he just comes in like that, that's his personal choice. He can act like that. And it's like, ugh. And they're going on about like how it's his personal choice to be a Nazi. But then they're also throwing around like gay slurs at the bartender. They're threatening him.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like there's a vaguely racist remark in there.
Gotta go.
Yeah.
Gotta go.
And that's what the bartender is saying the whole time. The bartender's just like, just leave.
Yeah. Gotta go.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the bartender was fired.
Oh. Well, I assume a health code reasons. That doesn't mean they can't rehire him in a week.
Right. Because the Nazis threatened to, like, they review bombed it on Google.
Oh.
Like,
yeah. Yeah. Acting like teenage girls.
Yeah. Like, that's such, like, bitch shit. We're going to give you bad reviews on the internet. And then, like, they demanded an apology. And then to be just even more, like, crass and disgusting, they demanded a restitution payment of $651.
What?
Yeah. And the 51 is a reference to the number of people who died in that Christchurch massacre.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Yeah. Just disgusting behavior.
Tasteless. Yeah.
So the James Connolly Association of Australia, which is kind of like it's a foundation for people who are from like Ireland and like were sent to Australia. Like,
okay. Yeah. Yeah.
But, you know, they just represent the Irish in Australia.
Okay.
They started a no bar for Nazis event.
Oh,
which was going to be a fundraiser for the person who lost their job. But that person just kind of refused it and said, just do a fundraiser for LGBTQ. Yeah.
All right. Stand up individual.
Yeah. They're just like, yeah, just donate it.
Okay. Good deal.
Yeah. So a good person. And it's just like, you watch that video and it's just like, how also the person who had the Nazi tattoo had already been convicted earlier in the year for posting anti-Semitic posters around Melbourne. Like they're just scum of the earth.
Right.
And it's like, at what point can you just say like not necessarily issue a bounty on that person, but like if something bad happens to them, you just don't prosecute the person.
Right. Right. Paperwork has an awful weird way of disappearing sometimes.
Yeah. Just like, oh, I guess that trash got cleaned up.
Yeah. Time for lunch? Time for lunch.
Yeah. It's like, we're not going to reward you, but we're also not going to, put you in jail for that one.
It'll just disappear.
Yeah. We're just going to put that out in the outback.
Feed it to a kangaroo. It'll be fine.
Yeah. Well, you don't want to feed it to a kangaroo. You just don't want them to get the taste of blood. That's a whole separate issue. It has nothing to do with how you treat a Nazi's corpse. You do whatever you want to that, but you don't want to get the blood in the kangaroo system. They already lost a war against emus.
This has been Steve's top kangaroo tips.
Yeah. You just don't want to make them more dangerous than they are. Could you imagine the whitetails around here if they got a taste for blood?
Oh, that'd be fun. That'd be so much fun.
Could be.
I got the high ground. I don't care.
You got the high ground. They do have the numbers for now.
That's true. That is true.
But also, it would make it lunch would be easier.
It really would be.
Because it would just come to your door and like, I don't have to go to the grocery store. This thing came looking for trouble.
Venison for everybody.
We would have like a shortage on like machetes or something.
Castle Doctrine venison.
Hell yeah.
Now can we get back to this iced tea?
Sure.
This whole segment's been weird.
Yeah.
This whole thing's
news was light, but I just found that story interesting, and I despised that person.
Agreed.
And I also just wanted to put out my general feeling towards, putting bounties on Nazis, which I think is okay.
Breaking news. Steve doesn't like Nazis.
Yeah. Also, I don't know if you saw it on the internet, but like somebody released a training video of that fucking Patriot Front.
Oh no.
And it's just fucking goof ass LARPing. And you just want to run. Like, I had dreams of just taking your Rubicon and running all through them.
No, because then it'll get the taste of blood.
No, that's fine if the Rubicon, you control it then.
It'll turn into Christine.
Hooray! It's a good movie. John Carpenter. Great.
There you
Great
go.
stuff.
Howie's limited edition spiked iced tea with cinnamon.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. We never do this on this show. Well, we rarely do we.
Yeah, rarely.
Rarely.
It's usually part of a game, but this time.
Yeah, this time we are going to directly refer to Untapped. And we're going to refer to the last 2 entries for this drink. This comes to us from The Real E. I don't know who that is. But
Easy or big?
No, just damn it. They say a freebie from Dauphin County Fest last year. This should be interesting. Update. Jesus, man. Drain pour upcoming. Half a star.
Oof.
So, not to be outdone, ML says, don't do it. 0.1 stars.
Yeah.
0.1. That means they went out of their way.
They've gone out of their way to pay Untapped money so they can 10th star fucking, which that's a shitheel move to begin with. But like, yeah, I don't think it's that bad.
It's not that bad. It's not that good.
No.
But it's not that bad.
I don't know when or why you would drink this.
You know, my original thought before getting into it would be, it'd be good for a tailgate.
Mm-hmm.
After drinking this, I don't want to bring this to a tailgate.
Yeah. Well, I like, have you had like the I think it's like a blackberry iced tea whiskey.
Ooh.
That's out there.
I've had blackberry whiskey.
Or maybe I just put blackberry. That's what it was.
Oh, all right.
Shitty fucking brain, yo. I just put blackberry whiskey in iced tea. But that was really good.
Just happy about nutcrackers.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was, well, the reason why that was such a blackout memory is because I believe that was a Kenny Chesney show.
You went to a Kenny Chesney show?
Yeah, it was like free tailgate and yeah.
Was that at the Heinz Field or out at
it was it was Heinz.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like free. I got free ticket or something. I don't know.
Oh, all right. Hey,
Yeah.
if the price is right.
Yeah, people I knew who were down there drinking.
Yeah, all right. Okay.
So-
I can't hate on that.
So yeah, it was. Yeah, I was just walking around with like a half gallon of fucking Turner's or United, and I think it was called Lock 19 blackberry whiskey.
Okay.
Yeah,
Had a time.
that's a good drink. This isn't though.
No. I would much rather take some Bird Dog and put it in some actual iced tea
Yeah,
and be done with it.
the spiciness on this is also making me think of kombucha.
We have some kombucha. We can do a comparison.
I don't want to do kombucha comparisons.
Not right
I
now.
don't like the booch.
Well, maybe you like this booch. We got some booch on deck. If you're making me drink this, I'm going to make you drink kombucha.
Yeah, give it a month.
Before you kind of forget.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. Let me forget, and then like
I can just be like, I got something for this week. We'll be fine.
we can't get into this weird war of attrition where every week we're like, I want to make you fucking drink.
Yeah. We won't survive the escalation.
Yeah, it looks like next week we're doing Ouzo. Like, we're not doing that.
Plank of Hack Nation USA.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's not do that. And let's take a break.
Yeah.
I think I'm done.
Yeah, I'm done with that one. Ugh.
We'll be right back. Indeed. First Sip Brew Box is a one-of-a-kind subscription service for craft beer lovers based right here in Pittsburgh. Every month, First Sip will send you a box full of craft beer enthusiast essentials, including t-shirts, glassware, and even food. Right now, our friends at First Sip Brew Box have an offer for you. Just sign up for a 3-month subscription and get your 4th month free. Just enter the code HOPUSA when you sign up at firstsipbrewbox.com. That's HOPUSA at checkout to get your 4th month free at firstsipbrewbox.com.
Are you tired of watching the same old awesome movies? Are B movies more your style? Then the folks over at They Call This a Movie have you covered. Join us every Thursday as we review the worst of the worst in sci-fi, action, comedy, and more. We are available on iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify, and Podbean at theycalledthisamovie.podbean.com. They Called This a Movie. testing the strength of friendships, one terrible movie at a time.
Welcome back to episode 261 of the Hop Nation USA podcast, and we're still drinking hot tea.
Hot tea.
Hot tea. Doing that hot tea.
Ugh. No. But we did have a little bit of homework coming over from segment 1.
Yeah.
We were trying to figure out where the closest Hardee's is.
Where's the hotties?
It's Millvale.
Okay.
Yeah, I had no idea there was one in Millvale.
Yeah, neither did I. I don't go searching out big Bufords. So
when I go to Millvale, I go there for 3 things. Strange Roots.
Yeah.
Hitchhiker. Nope. It's Grist House. You lulled right into that one.
I'm not even paying attention.
I know you're not. And Mr. Smalls.
My eyes have rolled into the back of my head. I'm just like, yep, that's what's over there.
Great. Can we move on? Move on?
I think we all know what's over there.
Yeah.
Except for we don't, because we don't know that Hardee's is over there. But
Oops.
yeah, let's move on to our next hard tea. And this one is coming from a brewery we actually like.
Right.
This one's coming from Collective Arts.
A known entity around these parts.
Yeah, I believe I've had a couple of them on the show. I think noticeably to my mind is they had some sort of fucking banana split ice cream goof-assness that I hadn't enjoyed. And then another one, the one that's stuck out to my mind when I was thinking of it in the first segment was Collective Arts puts out a series called Origin of Darkness.
Origin of Darkness?
Yeah, and it's all fucking barrel-aged stouts.
That is your wheelhouse.
Yeah, but I wasn't the one who had it on the show, and but it was Captain Cash
yes.
from Hops and Box Office Flops that introduced it to us.
Mm-hmm.
And now I look for them and I see them, and I even saw 2 when I was out purchasing, which is where I saw this
little guy.
This little guy here.
What do we got? what is in that little guy?
So like next to 2 blast off barrel aged stouts was this Collective Arts Blueberry and Elderberry Sparkling Hard Tea.
That sounds nice.
It does sound nice. And it comes in at 5% ABV.
Okay.
And the description says, this sparkling hard tea is brewed with delicate white tea leaves from the Fujian province of China.
Okay.
But it also has a tart boost from all natural dried blueberries and elderberries.
Nice.
Yeah.
That does just sound nice.
It just sounds nice, and it sounds like they tried to make something not fucked up. Unlike Howie, they tried to make something nice with just a couple ingredients.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I'll give Howie's a shout out for the can art.
Howie's has decent can art. It looks like it should be on like a pale ale, though.
It does, but it's still nice.
It's still nice. It looks almost like it belongs on a two roads can.
It kind of does.
Yeah. But
not 2 roots.
Not 2 roots, no, 2 roads. This though is it's just a nice abstract, and it's got the colors on it. Mm-hmm. And I imagine it either will have no color to it,
or it's gonna be wild,
or it's gonna be like a blue.
Yeah.
So we'll check it out though.
Like right now?
Yes.
Okay.
Hot tea.
It doesn't look like it.
It looks like a tea.
It looks like a Lipton like raspberry tea.
Right. Yeah, or lighter. It looks like tea you get at the Giant Eagle. They got some blueberry teas in there.
You're talking about like the $1 glass bottles?
Mm-hmm.
Well, they're probably like $1.75 now.
Yeah, maybe. It might be like $1.30.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. But still, yeah, all right. I can be convinced.
Yeah. But yeah, it's completely clear all the way through.
It is. Very well crafted.
Yeah.
Was there any head when this got poured up?
Oh, pretty much none.
Okay.
Like the most head was when I opened the can initially,
and
there was like a bit of froth that came out. I was like, oh, that's okay.
And then
I thought it was gonna make a mess, but then it didn't.
All right, you calm right back down.
It tried, and it was like, oh, okay,
never mind.
Yeah, but yeah, looking at it, it is looks like a wine almost.
It does. It does.
Looks almost like fucking Mad Dog.
Smells much better.
Yeah, it smells 100% better than the last one because it smells like, fruits that you recognize.
What it's supposed to be.
Yeah, it smells like blueberries and elderberries. So,
yeah, I don't hate this smell. Ooh, okay.
Oh, okay.
So here's the thing.
Yeah.
The smell, I don't feel matches the taste.
It doesn't.
The taste is much more on the tea side,
Mhm.
The nose is much more on the berry side.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, kind of weird. There is a tartness though.
A little bit.
Like there's a fruity back end to it.
A little bit. Full disclosure, I'm not a big tea drinker. I don't even get into the sweet teas that much.
Okay. So you don't even drink like the regular, just like run of the mill shit that regular Jags drink.
No. If I'm gonna have a hot beverage, it's gonna be coffee or cocoa.
Well, tea isn't always a hot beverage.
If I'm gonna have a cold beverage, it's gonna be either a water, a soda, or a beer.
Okay.
That's a lie. It's gonna be pop,
Okay.
not soda. We don't drink soda in these parts.
I drink soda. It's fine to say soda.
Nothing matters
The
anymore.
whole word is soda pop. Don't be a boob.
None of it matters anyways. As long as you just don't call it Coke.
Right. Yeah. Don't call things that aren't Coke. That's dumb Southern behavior.
But now that I kind of understand, because on the first sip, brew box, get some. I was expecting a lot more of a fruity flavor based on the nose. But now that I know what I'm getting into, I can kind of enjoy it a little bit more, and I kind of get it a bit more.
Yeah. It is a little bit drier. I mean, especially compared to that last thing we had. That last thing was so just
Sugar bomb.
Yeah, just mouth sweetness and fucking a little bit of spice on the back. It's so weird.
I'm glad we led with that one.
Yeah, this is so much tame, just more tame.
Yes.
But also like easier to pick out the flavors. And like you're saying, like, yeah, it is a lot more tea forward in that you get kind of like a dry tea, you know, throughout, but then it ends on, you know, kind of a tart berry flavor.
It is a bit of a roller coaster.
Yeah. Yeah, it's enjoyable.
But if you're into tea, yeah, get into this. This I can see a lot more at a tailgate.
I can see this at a tailgate. I can see this at like a party where like it's a mixed company party.
Yes, perhaps at a polo match.
Not what I was going to get into. I was going to say at like a fantasy football draft.
Oh, I was going to go with
as it relates to our content. What the hell kind of white wasp shit are you thinking of?
This.
But yeah, like a mixed company party. And this would be really good to replace seltzer.
Yes.
Because one of the things that I always notice dominant in a lot of seltzers is that awful medicinal tussin flavor.
This does not have that.
It doesn't have it. This tastes like very natural and just, yeah, is easy drinking. However Collective Arts goes about making this, they don't make it like a seltzer, I don't think.
No. And it would work well at a croquet match too.
Okay. Yes, a croquet match, a garden party, a regular. What's the? No, that's croquet.
Oops.
I was like, what's the regular one with the mallets but not the horses? And I was like, no, wait, that is
croquet.
That's croquet.
There you go.
Yeah.
See, we're thinking.
Yeah.
We're all right. All right.
I'm just not that kind of white, so I don't keep track of it.
All right. A pig roast. You can have it at a pig roast.
I'm not that kind of white either.
All right. I don't know what kind of white you are then.
I'm not any of the kind of whites.
All right.
I've perfectly crafted myself to not be any of the kind of whites.
Moving on.
I don't want to be associated with them. They're all trouble causers.
Oh, good Lord.
I just want to eat my fucking hoagies and my fucking brats. And listen to my death metal and be left alone.
Honestly, that does sound pretty good.
Yeah.
I'd be right with that. We talk about something else?
Yes.
What do we talk about?
As I was trying to get to before I was so derailed by white sports across the world.
Rudely interrupted by polo matches.
Rudely interrupted by white sports across the world.
Yes, have them at the marina after the yacht race.
Yeah. Quite. I wanted to get into us bringing back the fantasy fridge.
Ah, yes.
Yes, which is something we've done, many years running, although we didn't do it last year, strangely. And I had to figure out why we didn't do it last year.
Was there a reason we didn't do it last year? Is it because we had all those special guests lined up?
It was more or less just because we did a whole almost month of episodes And then by the time that was October,
Yeah.
we did a whole month of episodes at other breweries and everything. We just didn't get it in.
And then,
That's all.
And then, by the way, we're 3 weeks into the season.
Yeah, we're 3 weeks into the season. Everybody's done their draft. Because,
Yeah.
I mean, this is correlating in line with our own fantasy football draft.
Yes.
And I feel like, that's appropriate time. It's not appropriate to do it when we're in Oktoberfest and we're staring down the barrel of possibly drinking pumpkin beers for the first time.
I was just going to skip right over to Christmas beers.
Right. So, yeah. But we can bring it back this year, and we have. So it's now time for the 2022 Fantasy Fridge Draft. If you haven't heard this in past events, we basically just make up 5 different categories, and we try to fit beers into those categories. And then we have a flex beer, and that's how we round out any kind of fantasy fridge or 6-pack or anything that you want.
Yeah.
And you carry that through, and then, maybe later some other people will fill this out and let us know what they want. You can do that too at home. Follow us on the social medias on Hop Nation USA, and you can submit your own fantasy fridge.
Please note, Pittsburgh Beer Douche, you can't have 6 Mondays beers.
No.
Thank you.
You can't. Also, you can't have 5 Mondays beers and the one bash brew that's on tap down there. So
We're watching.
yeah, I know what's going on.
Got eyes on you.
I know what's going on down there. But yeah, we're gonna read off kind of the description of what the beer is.
Okay.
What we're trying to fill out the position with, and then we'll pick the beer that fits into that position, and and then we'll have a flex at the end.
I like
which
it.
is where we just kind of pick whatever.
Whatever trips our trigger.
Yeah,
Tickles our fancy.
yeah.
Frosts
then-
our cookies.
You can vote on whether or not I had the better fridge or Adam had the better fridge, or you can submit your own. You do all that. It's a good time.
It is. Good, clean, all-American fun.
With that, let's start off the 2022 Fantasy Fridge Draft with the first beer category, the NonDisclosure.
The non-disclosure.
Yes. This is the beer that you would hide from your guests. You would lock away in a different room that you would keep from everybody else because you don't want to share, and you wouldn't release it unless the FBI came and raided your house
Oh!
with an affidavit.
How topical, Steve.
Yeah.
Nicely done.
This is your non-disclosure beer.
So if you're listening in 2024, go back and look at the news from 2 years ago.
LOL jokes.
Yeah. Evergreen? Get out of here. For me.
Well, no, it doesn't have to be evergreen with this because we do one every year. So,
You got me.
haha. So if they're listening in 2024, they should be listening to the 2024 draft.
All right. So I have one because I just went through this.
Oh,
Yes.
ooh,
Yes. So Dogfish Head
yeah,
has several worldwide stout varieties,
sure does.
and their oak barrel vanilla aged worldwide stout has been sitting on the shelf for about 5 years now.
Sure.
Until very recently, it has finally been drank, and it was delightful.
It was delightful after all that time.
Yes, it was.
That's good to know.
So that is going to be my pick for nobody gets it but me, unless I say so.
Okay. Nobody gets it. For me, I mean, that was one of those ones that was kind of like on my cusp of I was almost going to pick it. So you kind of took my draft.
Snipe.
Yeah. You said that you had that CBS 2017 not too long ago.
It was good, and full disclosure, bought it before I knew.
Right. For that reason, because I bought one at the same time as you.
Yeah, we were in the same line.
Yeah, we were in the same line, but I drank mine early,
Shouldn't have done it.
and it was fucking bad, and I hated it.
This was fantastic.
So, but for that reason, I'm going to go with That's Mine,
Okay.
but specifically the 2017 that I had bought, because again, it was before I knew they were racist, and I knew,
Right.
and then, if I can just keep it and squirrel it away to this year, then it's good. And then also, as a non-disclosure beer, it's something I'm hiding. It's a secret. It's top secret that I have founders in my house.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. I want to keep that from everybody else knowing.
I kind of had that. I had a little like hat and a scarf over top of it.
Right.
So, it was a nice little bottle on top of the beer fridge, but nobody really knew what it was.
Right,
Unless
yeah.
you went over and looked at it, and nobody goes over there to look at it.
Yeah. Well, also on top of your fridge, you have like wine and mead too.
Oh, yeah.
And fucking Jim Beam. So
Yeah,
like, why would...
Well, there's Jim Beam. I got a couple of whiskeys over there. I got some Jefferson. Yeah. Some Woodford Reserve over there.
Yeah.
I got some rum.
Yeah.
I got a party ready to go right over there.
Yeah.
Arm's reach.
Nobody would suspect that you had a...
Yeah. It blended right in.
Yeah. But yeah, for that, like, yes, I wish I had my 2017 bottle back. I wish I was hiding it, and I would be hiding it because I don't want anybody to know that I have Founders in 2022.
That's a good pick.
Yeah.
Damn fine pick. Admittedly, that was one of the other ones I was going to go with.
Fair enough.
That was when I was thinking about it. I was like, nah, can't do it.
Nah.
All right. So this one is very apropos for this week in Pittsburgh.
Uh-huh.
It's your Rivalry Week beer. This is the beer you're going to be drinking during your rivalry with whomever it may be in whatever sport it may be, whether it's the football, the basketball, the baseball, whatever. What beer are you drinking while you're watching your rivalry game?
So my Rivalry Beer,
Mm-hmm.
and it's going to be specifically for the Pitt and WVU game.
Yes, which is happening as we were recording, and as I understand it, Pitt is leading 78 to -4.
Great. But yeah, my Rivalry Beer is the Apricot Wheat by Otto's Pub and
Okay.
Brewery at a beautiful State College, Pennsylvania.
There it is.
Because fuck you, I don't care.
Oh, no.
We are drinking something else.
Yeah. So for mine, mine is the Logan Guard, which is a Bavarian Pilsner from Shy Bear out of Lewistown, right outside of State College.
Hell to my butt.
What a couple of jamokes we are.
And I don't know what Mountaineers fucking phrase is.
Eat shit, Pitt.
Oh, okay, sure.
There you go.
What do they do when they're not playing Pitt?
Burn couches. No, they'll still shout "Eat shit, Pitt." Doesn't matter. They could be playing a Rutgers. They don't care.
Kiss their sisters. Gotcha. Yeah, so there you go. State College beers, because fuck you. Well, the next category, I'm calling the austerity.
The austerity. Ooh,
Yes.
What is that?
Well, as we are going through times of inflation and tightening the belts, however it is, austerity is when you're cutting back. You're
yes.
cheapening your budget. So what is the cheapest beer or alcohol you're willing to go back to? How are you willing, now that you've been in the realm of, plenty, I've had,
In the land of milk and honey?
yeah, and we've been in the land of milk and honey for the past, 10 plus years as far as craft beer goes. How far are you willing to go back?
So I'm down to 3 choices already off the top of my head.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know which way I'm going. One's local, one's regional,
Sure.
one's out of state.
Sure.
But I think I know which one it's going to be. Yes. Jenny Cream.
Jenny Cream?
I'm going back to Jenny Cream.
Okay.
My other 2 choices were Lion's Head,
Yeah.
which is good college beer. Good beer. Good beer. Cheap.
Sure.
And Old German.
Yeah, that's too far. For me.
The world knows no finer.
I mean, I don't know. I guess that's too far for me, but
Not
it
for
isn't.
me.
But it is and it isn't. I guess at that point when it's just getting that cheap, I'd rather just switch sides and go to something else,
Yeah.
which is what I'm doing.
Oh, okay.
Because the lowest I'm willing to go
Mhm.
is back to like Steel Reserve spiked.
Okay. Well, yeah. That's
I'd rather just like switch to 2 for $6 tall boys of, 8% hard pineapple Steel Reserve.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes a whole lot of sense. Yeah. It really just sounds like we're just going into Gooskies.
Oh yeah.
We're just hanging
drinking-
out at Gooskies now.
Just drinking bad.
Yeah.
Steel Reserve Blackberry. Yeah.
Man, you know what? I do kind of want a Jenny Cream.
Right.
I think I might go pick up a 6-pack for the weekend.
What I kind of want is like a regular Steel Reserve,
Mm-hmm.
and then one of the Steel Reserve spiked fruity garbage.
Do like a Comparo?
Not a Comparo, but a blend.
Ooh.
Because the spiked fruit shit, it's just a little too sweet.
I see what you're saying. You
So-
want to cut it.
Yeah, so if I can cut it just with the regular malt liquor,
Just cut it with malt liquor.
yeah. Because I mean, technically, it should still be 2 for $6 when I buy it at the Eagle.
Right. And it's all the same ABV, isn't it?
Yeah, it's all 8.
Yeah, so you're not losing anything.
Right. So I just want to cut the sugary flavor of the fruit.
I think that's
just
a
a
good
little
idea.
bit. I'm gonna try that.
I think you got a good weekend project.
That's like a new thing. Just a new blog.
I mean, that's just a good Twitter thread.
Yeah.
All right. 3-to-1 ratio. Not quite there.
Right. Just like cutting fucking Colt 45 with juicy juice. Is this good? Maybe.
Report back later.
Yeah. This week we're testing Old English 800 against Mountain Dew mystery flavor.
Coke has some weird new mystery flavor out.
Yeah, Coke's been doing that too.
It's like Dream Machine or something like that.
Yeah, I tried it.
I did too. It was fine.
I don't know what it tastes like.
I don't either. The label's nice.
Yeah, like this is weird poverty behavior from soda brands where like they just have like leftover stuff and it doesn't pass like regular QA.
Got to do something with it.
But they're like, I don't know, it's a mystery flavor, I
Can't
guess.
throw it out.
You figure it out, shithead.
Well, and the thing is, with all these mystery flavors mixed together, you can't call it suicide like you would at the machine.
Mm-hmm.
You can't do that.
Because you didn't make the choice.
Ooh.
Yeah, you didn't make the choice of what the flavors
You're
were.
right.
Yeah.
You're right. Well, I was thinking just lawyers would get involved with that.
Oh, I guess so, yeah.
Calling it suicide on
Yeah.
a national brand
Yeah, people frown about that
wouldn't
stuff.
go very far.
Yeah, I forget. Look, I forget it's not 2007 and I'm not allowed to tell people to kill themselves on the internet anymore.
exactly. We have progressed, Steve.
I don't know.
At least we should have.
We were talking austerity and going back to what we were able to drink. It got me in the mindset of 2007 of drinking oldies and telling people to kill themselves on the internet.
Oh, my Lord. Anyways, would you like to know the next one?
Yes.
That's the starter beer.
Mm-hmm.
This is the beer that you are going to start every drinking session with.
So starters for me, like, have to satisfy a couple things. Because I like a low ABV
Yeah.
to start with. I don't want to go in on fucking gasoline. Right? Like if I know I'm doing a long drink session,
Right.
I don't want to go in with gasoline. Sometimes I do because I'm just that person.
But you and that's one of those things you kind of know what you're doing.
Right. But if I'm planning ahead,
Right.
I would like to go with low ABV. I like subtle flavor because I know I'm not going to taste subtle flavor later. So with that in mind, it's usually got to be some sort of wheat or wit beer.
Yeah.
Something with like a nice subtle profile, maybe a little orange on it, maybe a little spice on it, you know. Something I can pick apart. So I got to think what do I want? I'm trying to think because there was a number of those type of beers at Barrel and Flow as well.
Just like a not subtle flavor, but
Yeah, no, there were subtle wit
Okay.
beers. Yeah, there were subtle wit beers there. So I went back into Untapped.
oh, okay, you did go into the archives.
Yeah, I went into the archives because I just wanted to find like one of my highest rated wheat beers.
Mhm.
I got it.
What is
I
it?
got it. It's a collab between All Saints Brewing
Okay.
and Helltown.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
It's called their Dark Angel, and it's a wheat beer Dunkelweizen.
Ah.
Yes.
Okay. Well. Okay.
Yeah, and it's only 4.1% on the ABV.
I like that.
Yeah. It's a real old timer beer because it was part of a Pittsburgh Craft Beer Week when it
yeah.
wasn't run by the Pittsburgh Brewer Guild, when it was one of those springtime times of it was like available April, May. So
Gotcha.
honestly, that's a place I haven't been out to because they're out in that Greensburg area.
Mhm.
But I do have their dark wheat listed as one of my top all-time wheat beers
Okay.
ever.
Okay.
It's a dark Dunkelweizen that it has the banana and clove on it,
Yes.
so it has those subtle flavors, but just a little darker, a little heavier.
I get it.
But it's only 4.1.
So you kind of stole my thunder a little bit until I guess turnabout is fair play, because I was also going to go with a Hefeweizen.
Yeah.
I was going to go with a Franziskaner.
That's also one of my top rated.
Yeah.
And I honestly skipped that one because I figured, if it's one of my top rated, it's obviously one of yours. And
Yeah, but I'm not going to go with that simply because we can't have two wheats in the same category.
Mhm.
So I'm going to go with something a little more local.
Okay.
Cold Drip City by
Sure.
Spoonwood.
Sure. Okay.
You know, I find that to be a good way to ease into the day, into a good drinking session.
My only thing about not starting a session with that one is because it has coffee on it.
Mhm.
And coffee is just kind of that's a real strong flavor.
I'm fine with that.
Strong.
It's like a mix CD. You start high, and then you go higher.
Okay. I mean, yeah, that's a strategy.
Yes, it is.
mean-
yeah, Cold Drip City.
If you know
Get at me.
you're ending on barley wine.
No, barley whining is ending on me.
Yeah, that too. The final of the regular category
Okay.
before we get to the flex.
Mhm.
This one I'm calling the Sight Unseen.
Okay, what is that?
This is a beer you've never had, but it just sounds really fucking good and you want it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be an interesting one.
Yeah.
So I think I know, and I have to preface this by saying that I want at least a full bottle. I don't want no taster shit. I want the whole thing for me. It's a fantasy fridge. I can do what I want. But I don't know how I would ever be able to pull this off, and I don't think I ever will. I want a full bottle of Utopias.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I want a full bottle of that, and I want to be able to enjoy it with my friends.
But I thought you said it was all for you.
It is. And I get to choose what to do with it. I don't want to share it with 20 other strangers at a tasting.
Okay, so you don't want to be paying $25 for a 2 ounce pour.
Exactly.
Okay. It just sounded more like you wanted to just drink an entire bottle by yourself.
Not necessarily. No, I just want to be
Okay.
able to discern where it goes.
Okay, you want to meet out who gets it.
That's right. I want to be at the controls.
Ah, all right.
So for $25, Steve, you can get 2 ounces of it. I'll give you a discount.
I don't want it. Go fuck yourself. How about that?
I'd probably tell you the same thing.
How about go fuck yourself?
Well, yeah, simply because it's one of those things where I would never be able to do that on a regular beer drinker's budget. Because let's be honest, I'm drinking Jenny Cream now,
Mhm.
according to this fantasy fridge.
Sure.
So, yeah, give me the whole bottle. We'll sit around and drink it with some friends, have some cigars, and eat some barbecue. Have a day.
Okay. For me, I found something that sounds right up my alley.
Okay.
And it's I've never had it before. Never even heard of this brewery before. I just did a search of the terms that I wanted.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Which were?
Well, smoke
Yeah.
and cherry. I wanted smoke and cherry,
Ah.
but I found something that was cherry wood, so I'll give it that. This beer is called the Smoke Chaser, a cherry wood smoked barley wine.
Oh.
And it is by the Tioga Sequoia Brewing Company.
Tioga Sequoia.
Yeah, they're out of Fresno.
Ah, California.
Yes. But they say it's a cherry wood smoked barley wine.
Okay.
It's meant to kind of like support the firefighters out there that are always fighting the fires in California.
Sort of like the old campfire beer.
Yeah, but it's got 100 IBUs on it as well, and 12 ABV.
Oh, but he said barley wine, didn't you say that?
Yeah, I did say that.
All right.
Yeah.
Barley wine with 100 IBUs.
And it's smoked.
All right, I like that part.
Yeah. So it's a whole bunch of things. It's all the things that I want. I want a beer that I want a smoked barley wine with like a cherry wood finish.
All right.
I was hoping I could find like a cherry smoked beer, kind of like a smoked version of the New Glarus, but I didn't see that.
Ooh,
So,
that would be good.
yeah.
Somebody write a letter.
Yeah. But that's what I want. But yeah, I'll stick with this cherry wood barley wine smoke chaser.
I'm pretty sure that's a mighty fine silver medal.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah. But that's my one, my sight unseen. Never even heard of that brewery. I want it.
I like it. I like it. I guess it's time for some flex.
Time for the flex round.
Time to flex it in. That means anybody, anything.
Yeah. Anything you want.
Give me a
Anything
good
at all.
beer.
Yeah. So what do you got? What do you got?
This is one that we had recently on the show, and I want it again.
Okay.
The Abel Baker. Viva the King.
Yeah.
Yeah. Barrel aged, baby.
All right.
I want it. I want it again.
Okay.
That's all there is to it. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go back, 4 episodes maybe?
Yeah, 3 episodes at this point.
Go get it. Enjoy it with us. And then go buy me some. Thank you.
And then buy me some. And then send me some in the mail, and then just keep it coming.
Don't stop. Every day, new package of Abel Baker.
Okay, then. Well, then the one I'm going to pick is also something that's relatively new and I've had in the past couple weeks.
That being?
Something I had from Barrel and Flow.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
And I think I talked about it last episode, maybe.
What was it?
It is the Magnolia Soldier by Burgh's Brewing.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, it's their smoked jalapeno
Yeah.
and Satsuma Blonde Ale.
Yeah, that sounds fantastic.
Yeah. And for those who don't know, Satsuma is just a little orange-like fruit.
Mhm.
So yeah, that beer had everything going for it. It had smoke, it had jalapeno, it had
Jalapeno.
it had citrus, and it's supposedly a blonde ale. But I mean, I don't care much for blonde ales as are. Like,
I mean, middle of the road standard issue.
yeah, don't love them. They need things like coffee, like Cold Drip City.
Right.
Or they need to be a 6.7% smoked jalapeno. Just cover up all the things.
With tiny citrus fruits.
Yeah, cover up all the things that make up a blonde ale with things that I love. So yeah, it's that's a very excellent beer, and I want more of it.
I get it.
And I put that in my flex fridge, and I'm like, that could build up to your smoke chaser.
All smoke, all the time.
Yeah,
I'm surprised you didn't make just a smoke fridge.
Well, I couldn't in the austerity position.
So there's got to be a way.
I mean, I could in the non-disclosure. It was like, I've got fucking Schlinkerla Doppelbock back there.
Yeah.
You don't touch.
I mean, it's like when a Yinzer, puts together his fantasy football team and there's like 8 Steelers on there. It's just you and smoke beers.
I mean, yeah, I would. It's like if I had money to just have a smoke beer fridge, I would, because it would just be all smoke beers, ciders, and fucking mead. But
Would you call it the humidor?
yes, I would.
Because I would too. So I guess we got to figure out who has the better fridge.
Yeah, well, that's up to the audience. They can contact us on social medias,
Mm-hmm.
and if I'll put a thing up reminding everybody about what the categories are so they can submit their own fridges.
If we get enough, we'll talk about them on next week's show.
Yeah, if you send us a good one, we'll talk about it. If you send us a bad one, we'll talk about something else.
Yeah. Or we'll just talk about you and how bad your choices were.
That too. You want to get busted up on. If you want to get busted up on, tell us about how you want 90-minute IPA in your fridge. It's a good beer, but it's just not creative. Be creative.
I don't want that in my fridge. Like at all. Get that away from me. But you know what isn't bad? This Collective Arts.
Nope.
This is the best tea I've had today.
I'm trying to think
Oh, good for you.
of...
A change of pace.
No, go fuck yourself. Not like you getting sassy. I don't care for that at all. The audience isn't going to like that either.
Because you're just going to cut it out?
Yeah. I'm going to cut that out. You don't ever get sassy. That's not your character.
Stay in your lane.
Yeah. No, I'm just trying to think of have I had anything bad from Collective Arts? I
don't think so.
Yeah.
That being said, I don't remember anything in particular that jumped out at me.
Yeah, I mean, I've had a couple things from them. I enjoy a lot of the stuff they put out. They're such a weird one because they are from Canada. So it's just weird where you find them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, I remember being a few minutes ago when we just got this can out. It's like, oh, this isn't Collective Arts. Oh, it is Collective Arts.
Well, that was you.
I know that was me. Well, obviously it wasn't you because you bought it.
Yeah, I knew.
You did just reach into a fridge blindfolded.
Yeah.
That feels like a can. I wonder what it is.
Give me this. They tend to make good beer. They always obviously have fun can art. So
Good on them.
yeah.
If you're a tea drinker that likes a good fruited up tea, try this.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, it does have a bit of it's not heavy tea. But
No.
there is certainly a tea, not influence because that's the base,
Yeah.
But it's got tea flavor in it.
Yeah, there's tea flavor in it. And like there's a series of these. I think they have one that's like peach mango. I think they have another one that's orange. So like if you're looking for an alternative to seltzer, I would say check these out because they don't have any of that medicinal flavor. They have a lot of natural flavor to them.
Right.
Like Adam was saying when he first tasted it, it had a lot of tea flavor that he's not used to. But that's way better than just medicine. Than rubbing alcohol.
Yeah, this honestly would be a really good switch up at a tailgate.
Yeah.
3 or 4 deep, grab one of these, cleanse the palate, center your chi a little bit, then get back at it.
Yeah. Overall, I enjoyed this one. Obviously, I enjoyed this one much more than Howie's.
Yeah, that was not great.
Yeah. So,
should we go to at least talk about a third beer for our ranking? We already know which one's going to be third place.
Right. Yeah, I think we know what's third place for both of us. Bronze is definitely going to this Howie's spiked. What a fucking weird, bizarre thing you are. I don't know why you exist. Maybe the non-limited edition doesn't fucking go like this.
I don't know. I'm not going to find out.
Spicy cinnamon flavors is such a crazy thing to think should go in tea. Like, yeah, not just tea, because like there were plenty of like black teas out there, which is like what they were shooting for. Seems like they wanted a mild black tea with spicy cinnamon, and you got like just kind of like a warming feel. But then that Firefly iced tea vodka flavor comes through as well. And it just ruins the entire thing.
Yeah, it did.
And then it smells like potpourri.
It was wilding out.
It's like three different cars wrecked at a 4-way intersection.
Yeah, exactly. And all we got left is this.
Yeah. So definitely bronze. Silver, I'm going to drop for a sidey.
Okay.
Yeah, a sidey.
All right.
I found an Angry Orchard.
Oh.
Yeah. But it was a cherry Angry Orchard.
Okay.
And it was 8%. So like they're,
I can dig it.
They're expanding. They're trying to doing big sidey.
You know who else does that? Arsenal.
Bunch of other people. Like everybody with a cidery. But I saw it and it was like cheap. It was like $1.50. Right. So
I can dig it.
Yeah. But obviously gold is going to go to the Collective Arts Blueberry and Elderberry Sparkling Hard Tea.
Nice.
It's a nice drinker and it does all the things that it should. It tastes natural. It doesn't taste terrible. Smells natural. Doesn't smell like grandma's potpourri. Fucking what else does it do? It's a good palate cleanser. It's a good switch up. It's a good seltzer replacement.
It does a lot of things.
It does a lot of things except for it doesn't replace beer. That's all it does.
Agreed. For me, Howie's is going in the bronze. You know what? I'm gonna put the Collective Arts in a gold just because, as you said, hey, yeah, it does some things it's supposed to do.
Yeah.
But in silver, I'm actually gonna go with an Oktoberfest, Troegs Oktoberfest. Had one of them. That's my first of the year.
Okay.
I enjoyed it.
Sure.
I liked it. I'm pretty sure it's fairly new this year. I don't know that they've done it in the past. I've never seen it before. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I just haven't looked. That's a good possibility.
Okay.
Thank you, Troegs.
Sure. They still continue to make good beer.
Yes,
everybody
do.
likes them.
Agreed.
So with that, like I said, if you want to submit your own fantasy fridge, as you can submit it to @HopNationUSA on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. Or you can email us, hopnationusa @gmail.com. You can listen to brand new episodes of the Hop Nation USA podcast every Friday.
As you should.
And you can do that on any podcatcher that's like Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, anything that starts in pod or ends in cast. We're on all those. Yeah. If you're on any of those platforms, though, leave a 5-star review. Like like Good Pods HQ.
Yeah, get us on there.
When people will leave us reviews there, then we're like the number one.
Yeah, get us back to number one where we belong.
Just all it takes is like 1 5-star review, and we're the number one food podcast on Good Pods.
So thank you for that.
Yeah, thank you for that, for the people who do that. But, whenever you do that, do the 5 stars because
we are a 6-star show, but they only let us use 5.
And that's the bigger crime than whatever Howie was smoking.
See, that's why I went with El Clasico.
Yeah.
Because it was so wild out. It's like, you know what? We just need to bring everybody back nice and calm in an orderly fashion and be cool. So there you go. You got El Clasico.
Whatever Howie was smoking when he decided to spike his iced teas, that is some sort of crime because
that was something.
Yeah, not great. But with that, we'll be back next week.
We're going to be doing something neat.
I'm sure we are.
I don't know what it is.
I know, but we would do something neat because that's all we do.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. In the meantime, though, keep listening to us. Listen to all of our other friends. Listen to Beer in Front as we are on that show this week.
And listen to his other programs.
Yeah. Listen to They Call This Movie. Our promo's running on their show this week. Listen to Decaying with the Boys because they're trying to be the #1 podcast in Pittsburgh.
Well, they can't anymore. The voting's closed.
Voting's closed, but you can still listen.
Yes, you can, and you should.
Yeah, because then you can say you got on the train before you knew they were the best podcast in Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm.
So get on the train early. Be a bandwagon jumper quietly.
You can just get on all the bandwagons.
Yeah, but I mean, that's the thing. Get on bandwagons early and do it quietly.
You're like, I've been here the whole time.
Exactly. I've been here.
I remember when the Jojatarian was just the basement.
Yeah. And then, when like they get announced the #1 podcast, you'd be like, I was here before that.
Mm-hmm. Who are all these Johnny come latelys?
Exactly.
Tuning in on episode 74.
Yeah. So, all right. We'll talk to you next week. Goodbye.
Bye.
Way to improv theater of the mind.
Yes, and
No.